Do you ever pop into a Star Citizen server and something comes up in chat and you're like, what does that mean? Well, you've come to the right place. I'm going to sit down and explain a few of the common terms here in Star Citizen. And hopefully on the other end of this, we'll be better people for it. And if you got any terms of your own, please add them in the comments below. No shame here. I'm not perfect and, well, you'll find out. The very first one I want to go over is the standard greeting and farewell used in Star Citizen, which is the classic 07. It's meant to look like somebody's saluting, and this is typically how everybody says, I'm here, welcome to the server, or good night, and we'll see you later. It's often done in return when somebody does do it in chat. It's pretty standard, and, you know, it's one of those military-esque things of the Star that goes into the Star Citizen lore. Kind of think Starship Troopers-esque, where a service grants citizenship kind of thing. The next term we're going to go over is alpha. Now, this is typically put into the phrase, it's an alpha. You'll see this a lot in chat when you go to tell people about something that happened to you, like, oh, I don't know, the elevator killed you again, or I fell down the stairs and died, or why is my ship not spawning in? Something completely hypothetical like that. This is the typical response from your hardened Star Citizen veteran. And if you're looking for any sympathy, keep on moving. Next will be the term 30K. Now, a 30K is actually an error code that comes up when the game server side crashes. This will toss everybody out into oblivion, basically. I mean, the loading screen, maybe the desktop. I don't know. You'll just get there when you get there, and hopefully you see it coming. Usually you don't. A note about 30Ks, though. Typically there's protections put in place for this kind of thing now. So if you do get 30K, you'll at least get all your stuff back, or your ships will show back up in your hangar with all supplies intact. Now, if the game just does a normal crash on you and kicks you to the desktop and doesn't actually throw the 30K code, well, chances are you're just screwed. Now, hopefully it didn't happen when you had a whole C2 full of cargo, you know, something not cheap like Quantanium, so that when you flew into wherever, let's hypothetically say Lorville, and the game crashes on you, and you lose everything, and then you can't get it back, and all that time you spent... Yeah, completely hypothetical thing I just made up there. Never happened. Never happened. Our next word is feature. Now, this is only said with air quotes around it, and it refers to something that is broken, often resulting in the player's death and or loss of valuable items. You know, like the elevator is a feature, or the losing everything in my cargo ship was a feature. And you have to have the air quotes because that's how it works. Feature. And now that that's explained, it takes us perfectly right into our next phrase, more or less. It's called being SC'd, or SC'd's short for Star Citizen. So being Star Citizen. And this is dying and losing everything to a feature. Right? Quotation marks, you got that? Feature. Now, our next term actually is two terms, but they kind of coincide with each other. The first one is copium. Now, copium is like, it's a conversion of two words, cope and opium. It's like a drug that us Star Citizen players feed ourselves, inhale on a regular basis to deal with the loss and the wasted time we have spent doing certain things in this game. Now, hopium is the drug we give ourselves to help us, you know, with the idea that everything's going to be better down the road. The future is brighter than now. So, yeah, I might have lost all that stuff and died a bunch of, you know, to what seemingly needless features, but it'll get better, right? No, okay. To our last terms. The last terms you're going to want to learn for when dealing in Star Citizen is fuck, shit, damn it, fuck, shit. God, basically, whenever something happens, those are the words you're going to repeat constantly, but then you're just going to turn around, fire up the launcher, and just hope it's better than the last time. Take a deep breath of that hopium. Wow, you made it to the end. Thanks. You should probably like the video then, and subscribe. You probably liked what I made, and you're going to like the next thing too. Probably like some of the old videos. Check them out. You know, click on the link here. Click Click on that there. Yeah. Thanks to everybody who helped make this. Later.